What is up, everybody? Coming at you live with another episode of the Everybody and Their Mom podcast. The podcast that everybody and their mom is listening to. Oh boy, oh boy. Another week. Another week of big news, big news. We're only 2 weeks into the new year, and a lot of wild stuff is already going on. I mean, last week we had the fires. From my understanding, another couple fires popped up like near Ventura County. Another one, I think, like behind the Hollywood sign. The ones in Eaton Canyon and the Palisades are still going, and I believe the one in Pasadena and Altadena as well. Um, yeah, I haven't kept up beyond that. I know they're still raging. Some are contained, but some aren't. I'm not like an expert in all this. I've heard like some stuff with like not enough water, uh, something with the response that could have been done, with the governor, with the mayor, with the fire. I don't know all this stuff response, but it's just hopefully things could get better and not worse. Hopefully we can keep fighting these fires. Um, Yeah, I've seen the response from like a lot of like fundraising being done. That's really good. A lot of like clothes, food. Um, some people have like housing at like hotels and stuff. So the response is good. Hopefully they could build back quick and efficiently. So and good things to all the firefighters and everybody that assisted in the response. That could help in any way. Help in any way. But for today's first topic this week, I wanted to start off TikTok being banned. Oh boy, TikTok. So it's to my understanding that okay, so they've been trying to ban this shit for like a few years now. It's always they've always like, compared it or attached it to like China. China, it's fucking a spyware that they could like use they could access your information, your data, essentially. Um, and I don't know, like I remember downloading the app back like during COVID, just because it was just something to be on. And at first, it was kind of cringe. You just kind of had to curate the app to your liking. So I saw just a bunch of like sports, anime, skits, like comedy stuff. And it was cool. It became cool for a while. After a while, it became like the main app that I use besides YouTube. And I use Twitter also. Those three are like the main ones I use. Um, but yeah, I remember like Trump said he was gonna ban it, like ooh, yeah, like during his term. But then he got out of office, and then Biden did go through with banning it, or like Congress administration did, and then yeah, Congress did, and then he said he would, but then he's out of office, and then now it's last time I checked, it's up to being banned on like Sunday unless there's an extension, which I heard they might extend the ban like 200 days or whatever to like I don't know later date, or like they get someone else to buy it, which I've heard a number of people say they want to buy it, like insert famous person, Mr. Beast, Elon Musk, whatever, who's the fucker's name? No more Cuban, the other guy from Kevin O'Leary. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. Like, yeah, I've heard a bunch of people that are interested in it. Yeah, because they want the algorithm. I think their algorithm is one of the better ones, uh, because it like pushes, like I mentioned earlier, like stuff that you want to see, like not just on these other apps where it's good. You kind of see, um, like what others kind of what others' interests are, if that makes sense. So like, there's a big difference between like seeing a friend's post, which yeah, it's cool, because I follow you, we're friends for a reason. Um, Compared to like seeing, oh, this is what my friend is into, which is like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but I'm into what I like. I like what I like, and it's cool if they like what they like, and sometimes that overlaps, which is awesome. Which that's why we're friends most of the time. But at the same time, I don't have that much. You know, I don't want to have to scroll too far or go through your app too far until I find something that I like. If that makes sense, um, or that I enjoy. And at the same time, I like the. I mean, I suck at editing, but I've seen what people can do with editing on that app, which is really cool. Um, and yeah, just over the years, it just built like a cool ecosystem, I guess you could say. Like for the most part, people on there are pretty chill. I haven't really like got into many arguments on there, except like twice, but that was just because I was being kind of a dick, or just being like a contrarian, if that makes sense. But if you're just like on there and just like, oh yeah, like yeah, it's cool. Like people would just agree with you. Like a couple of my comments went viral. One was for a fucking Bionicle commercial. They were um they were playing the All American Rejects. It was from like a 2000s Bionicle commercial, and I was like, dude, this is like this commercial's awesome. And my show went crazy on there. Which is the other one? Let's see. Because there's like a couple where I'll just randomly get like a bunch of uh traffic on, and I'm like, what? This is what y'all are into? Oh, this other one commented about like homeless, what homelessness? Not in a bad way, not in a bad way. They were comparing it to like, well, I was comparing it to like crime, kind of like crime displacement. That's what I was comparing it to. What's my other one? Oh, this one went viral. Yeah, this one I always get fucking stuff on. Oh yeah, when my Yu Yu Hakusho post. Yes, there's like little things like that. Like you wouldn't get that on because I stopped using Facebook years ago. Like, oof, I want to say like at least 10 years ago. Same with Instagram. I just stopped using them like more than 10 years ago. And YouTube, I watch when I'm like, I don't know, doing chores, working out, driving. Sometimes, like if I'm gonna do something that I need a long form video to, like 30 minutes, to like an hour, or sometimes even longer. I'll watch it. Like I mean, I've seen whole ass movies on YouTube before. I've seen like entire video game gameplays. Like, I remember watching all of Injustice, the gameplay on YouTube, and it was like 4 hours. Same thing with God of War. I just watched the whole gameplay on YouTube. But yeah, like I've seen movies, entire shows on YouTube. Um, and yeah, TikTok is just kind of like my like for fun, just to scroll. And Twitter I use because there's some still like a lot of funny ass stuff on Twitter, especially if you use it right, if you use it correctly. Like yeah, you'll see a bunch of like cringe, but you got to navigate through the cringe, and then kind of curate to what you like, and what you kind of want to see, and then interact with that, and then you'll see the funny stuff. Um, you'll see the memes eventually, because it's essentially like a pseudo 4chan. That's what's kind of turned into Twitter, at least, but with more users and not as like um not as edge lord. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with TikTok. I mean, I've already downloaded Red Note. What's that new one? The Chinese. I mean, people call it Chinese TikTok, but it's not really that. It's like Chinese Pinterest. If I'm being more honest with you, I just downloaded it like 2 days ago. I posted four things on here. I posted a selfie that got like no traffic, and two things. My most traffic link was a picture of my dogs, and like five people commented saying, "Oh," and they showed me their pictures of their dogs too, and I'm like, "Oh, cool." I mean, we'll join the dog community on Red Note. But it's I mean, it's kinda yeah, it's just Pinterest, like, you have to click on the stuff, uh, but I mean, maybe I mean, I gotta find somebody out here to teach me fucking Mandarin. I'd be down. I'll learn Mandarin real quick. I'll teach in Spanish and English, fuck it. I'll post more on here. It's fun, I figure it's on the it's gonna be the next one that everybody jumps on, or everybody just goes to like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, um, Twitter. I don't know. There's always the next one because I remember back in the day when I was back in my day. We used fucking AOL Messenger, like like sending somebody instant messaging, um, MySpace, and then from there, Facebook, and then from there, Twitter, and then kind of at the same time, Vine, and then Vine died before I think Twitter got bought by somebody else. Even before Elon bought it. Oh no, I was thinking of before Tumblr died. Yeah, but then it came back. I don't know if it died, but something happened. Well, they changed the settings on there. But yeah, dude, like the Tumblr, for example. Like I lived through all these things, and yeah, like these social media don't last. Like they don't last. Take Twitter for example. It ain't the same. Like I want to say Twitter was at its best. Who like in the mid 2010s? Because I got on there in 2012, and it was fine, but it would just be unless if you weren't a celebrity, it wasn't that fun because you would just follow like funny or famous people that would just post kind of like funny shit or um, memes at the time were funny as fuck. But during like its heyday, I want to say it was like the middle 2010s. Like it was really fucking funny during that era. Really funny. Um, shit, they didn't even mention Instagram. Instagram as well. Yeah, like but yeah, with fucking Instagram, Facebook, they had the problem, at least in my opinion, where they kind of leaned more into corporate media than social media. And I understand why, because you need ads in order to you got to run ads in order for these things to stay afloat, especially once you get to the level the size these things are. But man, it makes the experience like really like a lot more lame. I mean, don't get me wrong. I run into ads all the time on YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, but it's just like I kind of tolerate it because it's I don't know. I'm just more. I guess I'm more used to it. And I mean, no knock to everybody that uses any other app. I'm just kind of used to this one, so I don't know. I might have to get used to using Red Note soon. Or what's the other one someone told me? Lemon Lemon 8? Yeah, Lemon 8. I don't fucking know, dude. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Fuck it. I'll just become a heavy letterboxed user and just watch movies every day and log in on on letterboxed. Oh boy. Well, on to our next topic. After this Sunday. So yeah, the TikTok thing. So is it going to affect on Sunday? We'll find out. We'll see what happens. Supposedly the app will just stop working. So it'll just be on your phone, but it'll just not work unless you have like a VPN, whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm not going into all that trouble. But anyways, after Sunday as well, Trump is going to become the president again. Trump's inauguration on Monday, January 20th, Martin Luther King Day. And oddly enough, I have fucking it's on yeah Martin Luther King Day, and I don't have school that day because of that. So I don't have class. Um, and yeah, like I heard a bunch of people are going, like famous people, and that's pissing a lot of other people off. Let me see who's going. Um, like yeah, like Zuckerberg, Bezos, Elon, like okay, like obvious. Um, Kid Rock, Carrie Underwood. Okay, I was like, what the? Let me see. He's gonna get sworn in at about. Let me see what's gonna get sworn in. Well, the ceremony is gonna start at 9 at my time, so noon. Uh, yeah, so he'll probably be president like around like by like 1. I wonder who's gonna perform at his thing. I know Carrie Underwood is there. They're gonna perform with some the America the Beautiful. I don't fucking know, but like they usually get like they have like a concert afterwards. Yeah, right. I have it right here. Okay, so it's on Monday. So first they go to St. John's Church. They have a church service in the morning. That's nice. And then they have tea at the White House. That's kind of gay. That's not American. They should have coffee. Shout out to my buddy Ronnie. They should have coffee at the White House. And then they have the swearing in at the U.S. Capitol. So that's where put your right hand, and then at the um over the Bible, and then the farewell to the former president, vice president. Bro, we're gonna see Joe Biden for the last time. Oh man, well not for the last time, but you know what I mean. The last time as president, he's gonna take the helicopter and bail. Damn, there goes Joe. And then we have the U.S. Capitol departure. So that's when they leave the Capitol building and then go walk. They'll walk for a bit down to like they'll take a ride and then walk for a little bit down Pennsylvania. And then they go to the president's dining room. Okay, then they have a lunch. Okay, then they review the troops. There we go. Then the president's parade at Pennsylvania Avenue. There we go. That's like they're walking in front of the White House. Then the Oval Office. Okay, then from there at night they have like a ball. Yeah, that's where this stuff happens. At these balls, bro. What the fuck? Why was it calling them balls? It should be like presidential concerts or something. A concert sounds more American. Balls sounds too aristocrat. Aristocrat. Like a luncheon. Presidential luncheon. It's called a lunch. What is this? Commander in Chief Ball. That sounds terrible. Liberty Inaugural Ball. Bro, Commander in Chief's party. There we go. In America, we have parties, not balls. The fuck is that? Starlight Ball. No, bro, Starlight Party. President Trump. There we go. Sounds more fun. Sounds more American. But yeah, I mean, I'm really getting into political on here. I just kind of keep up with current events, current news, and that's gonna be one of the biggest news coming soon. Fucking Joe Brandon is gonna be gone. I mean, I didn't vote for either of these fuckers. I haven't voted for Democrat or Republican anytime. Um, I didn't vote for Bernie. I didn't vote for Hillary. Um, I didn't vote for Trump. Um, I'm kind of just like, well, it's because I live in California, so that's kind of why. Like, it's like even this last time, like, okay, oh, I didn't vote. Okay, well, Joe still won. Yeah, like it was closer than what it was last time. But I mean, did it really make a difference? No. Did I know Trump was gonna win? Kinda. I had a feeling he was gonna win, especially because like I even thought during COVID. I mean, yeah, I even thought during COVID he was gonna win, but those mail-in ballots, dude, those mail-in ballots were really the difference in that. Um, and yeah, like this time, I didn't want to think I was like in an echo chamber. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, everybody that I know is like, not like that, not like that. It's just everything from what I saw from as far as not even just online, but like in in like all aspects of like not all aspects, but like different aspects of life. The economy, people were pissed that everything was expensive. In sports, people were getting, kind of antsy about certain topics, like COVID and, um, yeah, the election in general. People were getting kind of like antsy about it. In like film and television, like things were getting kind of like, you know, certain things would flop, certain things would not, and it was like, okay, like, what are we doing here? Um, on top of, like, what you see on online, from both sides of the aisle, and you see, from what I saw, was a lot more passion, energy, a lot more like, we're gonna do this shit this time, from the Republican Party that I saw from the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party felt kind of like hesitant, kind of like, I don't know if we're gonna win this, especially after the Biden debate, the first one. Especially after the first one, that one was kind of, it was funny, dude. That shit, was, oh my God, the whole election was just funny. Like I keep up just because it's entertaining. Like it's funny to see the memes, seeing them gaff, and like, because like they're so fucking silly. Like these are smart people. These are very intelligent people. All of them are smart people. Um, and it's just funny, like seeing them like mess up. It's like, what the fuck. Um, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, I just want what's best. I want the country to do good. And do I know what's best for the country? No. Do I think any of these people know what's best? No. I just want it to be good. I want, and and the only way that's going to happen is if we're all united. United States of America, not divided States of America. Because I don't know. I feel like if we are united, we can beat anybody. Like any other country, China, Russia, doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. All of Europe, all of Africa. Come on, let's do it. I don't care. Stop bitching about, I don't know, bathrooms or whatever the fuck. I don't care. Take a shit outside for all they care. Like what's the thing? The visas. Like, okay, bro. Like you want workers. Like, okay, bro. You want, like, what do you want? What do you want? What do we need here? What do we need? We need cheap, affordable houses, food, energy, education for, like, the children and stuff. I'm almost done with school. That's why I didn't think of that at first. Um, Travel. So, like, roads, trains, planes, trains, and automobiles. So yeah, just like the basics, bro. Let's start with the fundamentals. Okay, we got the fundamentals down. Then from there we can talk. Then from there, we'll see. Let's start with, like I mentioned earlier, rebuilding some of these houses, some of the. Let's go with that, and rebuilding some of the fucking from the fucking hurricanes and shit in North Carolina and fucking Georgia. That shit was wild. The Maui fires, motherfuckers, down. Let's rebuild America. Let's call it that. Rebuild America. And another thing that's happening this Monday that I didn't even. I thought they were gonna have it a different day. I thought it was gonna be like on Tuesday or something because of it. Is the college football national championship this Monday? Holy shit! I had no idea. I thought they were gonna, because of the inauguration, they were gonna delay it, but nope. They are gonna have. Where's it at? I think it's in Atlanta. Yeah, they're gonna have this game played in Atlanta, no matter what. So for those of you that don't know, this Monday is going to be Ohio State against Notre Dame in the national championship game in the college football playoff. The first 12-team playoff. Oh boy. It was crazy because both of these teams in the prior 4 or 5, I forgot when they instilled. When was the first? I want to say it was like 2016 around there. Yeah, 2014. Yeah, 2014. Because I remember when I was in high school, I wanted there to be a playoff for so long. Because when I was a kid, again, back in my day, we had the BCS system, the Bowl Championship Series. So there was no playoff. It was just you played the regular season, and then it was a combination of computers, coaches, and the media. So like um AP, USA, take every big newspaper in the country, accredited newspapers that have accredited voters, they have their top 25, and then you have the coaches, same thing, you get the top coach, accredited coaches from the teams in around the country. um, they all have accredited votes. They make their top 25. And then you have the computers, which I have no idea how that was done, to be honest with you. I want to say that was done by the actual organization, the BCS organization or the NCAA. Probably, yeah, probably BCS. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure. But it was like a third party organization that then they made their top 25, but they were in they were working with uh, the overseers of the bowl system. So I'm pretty sure it was with the BCS or NCAA or with both. But regardless, they would only pick two teams, so they would just pick two. And so whoever those two were, that was it. So you could not you could not lose a game basically back in the day. If you lost one game, good luck. You're not getting into that championship game. You're just not you're not. You're really not. And there were many years where there'd be like three teams. Um, yeah, like they would all be undefeated, or you'll have one team undefeated and two teams, or three teams with one loss, and it's like, well, who's the best one? And for the longest, people wanted a playoff, and we finally had it in 2014, and still it wasn't enough. Because still there was always that extra team, like, oh, this team should be in the playoff. They're only blah blah. There's only four spots, but there's like five major conferences. And what about the small schools? Blah 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 blah. I think the four team was fine, especially because there'd be a lot of blowouts in college football. There's a lot of fucking blowouts. But here we are now. This is their first year with 12, and this year a lot of blowouts, a lot of complaining from the people that the teams that didn't make it. From like a lot of people in the media wanted more like SEC teams, like more like name brand teams. Like they did not want SMU, Arizona State, Boise State. They did not want them in here at all. They did not want them. Oh, give me a second. Let me get a drink of water really fast. Sorry about that. But hey, overall, I mean, last week the games were phenomenal. Both of them were really good. They both came down to the wire. So for those of you that didn't watch, last week on Thursday, Notre Dame, Penn State, like I said, I figured Notre Dame was going to win. Close game. Both quarterbacks played terribly, dude. They were both awful. Riley Leonard and Drew Aller. Both of them had interceptions, just that Drew threw his late at the very end. And it was crazy too, because Penn State's defense was good. Like all game, they were for the most part holding Notre Dame. Like it was 10-3 at halftime, and at one point it looked like they were going to run away with it. Like Notre Dame couldn't do anything. The running back was like on one knee almost. Their receivers aren't the best. They have a decent tight end, but there was fucking on who was it? I think that was 44 on yeah, Tyler Warren on Penn State, dude. He was carving up. Yeah, he was carving them up. They're running the ball well, but man, that interception late, that Jeremiah Love touchdown, dude. This game was really really good. I figured Notre Dame would win because that last interception, it was like a video game, and then that walk off field goal, man, wild. And then Ohio State, Texas. Yep, like I figured, Ohio State's just they're just better, man. Like don't get me wrong, Texas has they got good players. They got a good running back, good receivers, good defensive players, but man, they should have put Arch Manning in. There's just there's just certain guys, like don't get me wrong, Ewers is fine. He had two touchdowns, one pick, but man, that fumble he had at the very end. I don't know. I kind of blame the play calling down there because you want to run it, don't get me, but they get stuffed. They get stuffed running it, but you don't call a toss like that. Man, that shit's just terrible. And then that play at the end that was it Jack Sawyer made. Yeah, the fumble, strip sack. It was strip fumble, and then run it back to the house. Insane, just insane, man. A great game, great game. Yeah, both games pretty much came down to the end. Um, do I think Texas will be good next year? Yeah, I think with Arch Manning, that'd be good. I hope he goes to the Saints, man. I hope the Saints get Arch Manning. That'd be phenomenal. But yeah, like I mentioned, we have the college football playoff this Monday, January 20th at 4:30 in Atlanta, Falcon Stadium. Oh boy. Who do I think is gonna win here? Ohio State. Am I gonna lie? It might be a blowout, like a two-score blowout. Which I mean, to me, in my opinion, if any team wins by double digits, it's a blowout because like, technically, it's if you win by 10, it's like, oh well, it's only a two-score game. Yeah, yeah, I get you, but two scores just shows to me that like they were two possessions better than you, which either a three and out happened or you got stopped, you had a punt, or a turnover happened, and you couldn't stop them two more times than they couldn't stop you. So that's just what I think. And one of those was the touchdowns. That's just my personal opinion, but I just think Ohio State's like gonna win by like at least 14. I don't think Notre Dame is that good. Their defense is good. The quarterback ain't that good. They got some decent weapons. If they could run the ball and play D against fuck, I don't even think they could do that. Yeah, I think Ohio State is just loaded. Their defense is so good. I think they have the best receiver right now that's playing. They got a really good running back, and their coach Ryan Day. If anybody loses, it's because of him. So, because I think that's like the one thing I think Ohio State is I mean that Notre Dame has over Ohio State is coaching. I think their coach is better. I think their coach is motivated. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Would I be shocked if Notre Dame wins? Kinda, yeah, because they'd be pulling out a really big upset. But it's the last two teams. It's a playoff, and this is a good system because look, both of these teams were seeds 5 and 6, so they weren't even top four. So they wouldn't even have been this far if we were in the same system that we had for the past 10 years. We started in 2014, even prior to that with the BCS. So like this is crazy. Like both these teams lost a game, fucking like bad ones too. Like how I say lost to Michigan. Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois, like unranked teams. Like back in the day, you wouldn't even have sniffed the fucking playoff if you did that. And yeah, it just shows like football. Football isn't like the one thing about football is the best team doesn't always win. It's just the team who shows up that day because there's no 7 game series, best out of five, whatever, like other sports. It's just like no, no, like this is it. Like are you ready or not? Like well, if you are, let's play then. Let's go. So it's similar to like combat sports and fighting. It's like okay, like who's are you the best in the world or are you the best in the world that night? You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So yeah, I still got Ohio State, but if Notre Dame wins, hey, hats off to them. Hats off to them and Coach Lou Holtz. It's Notre Dame. But yeah, I got Ohio State. Mm-mm-mm. Now on to our next topic. Oh boy. The one thing I will give the UFC is they don't give a fuck. Like I remember, I think before COVID, my favorite three sports were in this order: football, basketball, and fighting, which was combat sports, included boxing, but martial arts and boxing. Um, and then COVID happened, and then UFC overtook basketball because they were the only ones that didn't give a fuck. They were like, nope, we're gonna put on the fights. We don't care. We'll do the proper testing. We'll do it in our own venue in freaking an island off of Saudi Arabia because they don't give a fuck either. And we'll do it ourselves. We'll do the infrastructure, lighting, plumbing, uh, gas, all the emergency, everything, all this shit. We'll just do it. We'll just have the fights. Same thing, and then eventually, yeah. It started like in the middle of an island in Saudi Arabia, and then they moved it to their own place in Vegas at the Apex. Dude, those Apex fucking fights were crazy, man. No, no crowd. The announcers were like, it felt weird. It was like watching like um like a movie scene where like the two mobs get like their own their champion. They're like, all right, we're gonna have you fight because man, it was like you could hear every punch. It was crazy. And then eventually they would slowly allow people in. You would hear like yeah from like the fucking 10 people that were in the whole venue they had. It wasn't even a fucking arena. It was like a little venue, like a ballroom. So see, ballroom again, party room, not ballroom. What the fuck is this? So yeah, ever since then, like UFC overtook my love for. I still like the NBA. I still keep up. Don't get me wrong, but it's just I watch UFC now like more than basketball. NFL is still number one for me. I still love football as number one sport. Because to me, NFL is like chess, but in live action, like human chess, like with using like chess using real humans. And fighting is to me kind of. Mm, it's not like chess in a way. I just like it because of how on edge I am. Because at any moment, someone could just lose. That's what I like about it. Is that you're very anxious. You're on edge. Like okay, like what's gonna happen next? And I really like the storylines too that you follow is kind of like WWE, but it's like more real because the injuries play out have a long term effect. There's no like predetermined winner unless the judges fucking ruin their throw in some bullshit and ruin some fighter's fucking night. Yeah, they'll rig it. They'll fucking fix the fixes in and shit. Something that happens with the judges. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, like I just like oh yeah, I've always liked UFC because I got into it like around 2006. Yeah, 2005, 2006. It was when Brock Lesnar joined UFC, and Kimbo Slice was on The Ultimate Fighter. That's what got me to start watching it. And then what really got me into it was, yeah, that season was Rampage Jackson and Rashad Evans. And from there, I was a fan. From there, I learned about like grappling, wrestling, and because before do that when I was a kid, Rampage Jackson is my favorite fighter. I thought he was the baddest guy. I thought he was so cool. Um, but then when I saw him lose to fucking Rashad, he got choked out by Rashad, and I was like, oh. Okay, you can win like that, and then it was, yeah, you saw the evolution of MMA, how like wrestler boxers were like dominant, and right now it's I mean kind of wrestlers again. We'll see right now with the card that we're gonna go through, but yeah, that's how UFC has pretty much become my number two, like, most favorite sport. Because yeah, I watch it every week. Yeah, I mean, that also counts, combat sports and all entirely. So boxing also. If there's ever a good boxing match, I'll put it on too. I like boxing. It's different. It's like a it's I compare them to like watching long distance running and sprinting. Same thing with like UFC and boxing. It's like one's like a long distance like a long distance run, and the other one's like sprinting. It's kind of, if you know what I mean. They're similar, but they're different. And that's basically what I'm trying to say. But anyways, we got a big card this weekend. Makachev versus Sarukian 2. Try saying that. Islam Makhachev and Arman Sarukian. I've watched UFC so much that I know how to say his fuckers' names. But yeah, this is a banger of a card, dude. This is a really good card. I have not seen a card this good since, I want to say, like the one before John Jones. Was that the November card? Let me see. I can't find it. I don't want to look right now. I'll check later. But yeah, it's been a while. Like, cause the last one I think was the John Jones pay per view, if I'm not mistaken, in December. And yeah, cause that was the one after the election. Yeah, I remember. And yeah, and Trump showed up. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, the last couple were like fight night cards. Fucking yeah, Colby Covington got his ass kicked, and last week, yeah, fucking chick Mackenzie Dern won. That's congrats. But yeah, this week, these great card. So let's start with the undercards. All right, Tagir Ulambekov. He should win. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this guy, dude. He looks like an Amish Muslim Russian. No, it was the Amish Russian. There we go. Let me go. Let me see. Bernardo Sopaj from Albania against Ricky Turcio. This should be a closer fight than what it says. I mean, yeah, I'm a lean Bernardo, but I've seen Ricky fight. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Oh man, Rinya Nakamura. Yeah, I think he's gonna win. Oh yeah, I've seen Gufarov win. Yeah, I've seen him win. He's pretty good. The odds should be closer than what it is. I mean, this fucker, just because he's undefeated, that's why. Yeah, he should win. Renier should win, but it should be a close fight. Um, I don't pick on wins of MMA, but good luck to both ladies. I don't pick wins of MMA though. And then we have Azamat Bikoev against Zachary Reese. Bikoev is making his debut, and he's headlining the early prelims. Zachary Reese only has one loss, and he has a mullet. Hmm. I think the UFC wants Bikoev to win here. But that one loss that Zachary has and his size and reach advantage, I'm gonna pick Zachary right here. Even though I feel like the UFC wants Bikoev to win because it's his debut and he's headlining the early prelims. But yeah, go Zachary. Go Zachary. All right, here we go here. Grant Dawson. Oh boy. Yeah, he should win. I've seen this fucker fight. He's just a thick, big motherfucker. He's fighting against Diego Ferreira, who's longer reach. But I just think, yeah, the size that Grant has, I think he's gonna fucking win. Yeah, give me Grant. Holy fuck, who is this guy? Bogdan Gustav? Dude, this fucker looks like an orc. Oh my god. Okay, if you guys don't have, okay, look at this guy when you chat. Bogdan Bogdan Gustav. Guskof. Dude, this fucker looks like an orc. Oh my god. How are these guys on? Okay, so they're on the undercard, and they're ahead of Grant. What the fuck? Okay, Bogdan is ranked. Bill, he's fighting against Billy Elikana, another guy making his debut. Okay, give me the orc. I don't fucking care. I'm picking the orc from Uzbekistan as over Billy from the U.S. Sorry, no offense. By that logic, I should have taken Azuma earlier, but nah, give me the orc. All right, right here. Here we go. Dude, this is a good fight right here. Jalton Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. Oh man, I've seen both these guys fight. Both these fuckers are good. But you know what? Give me fucking Jalton Almeida, bro. Let's go fucking Brazil. Let's go. This guy's from Moldova. I don't know where Moldova is. I think it's in Eastern Europe. Where is Moldova? Let me see. See. Country in Europe. Haha. Eastern Europe. Fucking knew it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not that dumb. But yeah, I don't know. Either guy could. This is a 50-50 fight right here, in my opinion. Either guy could win this. They're both very talented. They're both very good. They're both very strong. They both have reach. But man, something about Jalton, dude. I see Jalton and I see a champion. I see Sergey and I see like not a champion, but like a gateway to the champion. If that makes sense. It's like okay, you want to be the guy, all right. You got to beat this guy before you get there. Whereas Jalton, I could see him as championship potential. So yeah, give me Jalton, give me Jalton. Oh boy, here we go. The guy with the biggest odds on the whole fucking card. It looks like Peyton Talbot against Raoni Barcelos. Yeah, just give me Peyton. I think Peyton's really good. He's slowly becoming one of my favorite fighters. Um, Personality wise, and all of his anime tattoos. I'm not gonna lie, that's the main reason why. He's a weeb. If Barcelos wins, I mean, he's an 18-5 vet. Looks like he has. Yeah, he's a smaller guy. He's a smaller, shorter guy. More experience. So I mean, he has that going for him. But yeah, just give me Peyton. I think Talbot's going to be one of those guys that UFC pushes heavily. So yeah, give me Peyton. Alrighty. Before we get to the main card. Sorry, I just needed a swig of water really fast. This main card is fantastic, dude. Two championship fights. Dude, another between former champions. Kevin Holland's dumbass. Oh my god, what more could you ask for right here? This is a fantastic card. Oh boy. All right. Here we go. Starting off, Kevin Holland against Reinier de Ridder, man from the Netherlands. Holy shit, this guy's chest is built like looks like he's built to survive a car crash. What the fuck? If you guys ever see him right here, Rainier de Ridder. Yeah, like he has like a weird torso. It's odd. I'm on the UFC website, so I'm able to see these guys. Yeah, give me Rainier. Okay, Kevin Holland is a fan favorite, and I'll always like the guy, but he does not take anything seriously. Any fight seriously, excuse me. This fucking get fucking roundhouse kicked, gets stunned, and still be like, oh, like that was funny. Like, dude, come on. I've seen him lose too many times to ever think he's ever gonna win a fight. And it's funny because the times where I think he's gonna lose, he wins. So it's watch him win this weekend. But yeah, give me Rainier. Even though he looks like a fucking oh my gosh, dude, this guy's a fucking did he dye his hair blonde? Oh my god, he did that thing that fucking soccer players do where they dye their hair blonde the week of the fight. Oh my god. Watch yeah, fuck, I'm less confident now I'm picking this fucking fight. He looks like a fag. I'm not gonna lie. But Kevin is a dumbass. So yeah, I mean, come on, go Ritter, the Ritter, have fun, have fun. Kevin, if you win, I mean, good for you. You won on the main card. All right, next fight: Renato Moicano and Benil Dariush. Give me Moicano. Dariush is old and he's kind of fallen off. I've seen him lose too many times now. And Renato, dude, he's on the come up. I've seen this fucker win. And these Brazilians, man, Brazilian fighters, they don't fuck around here. Like Kevin. So yeah, give me Moicano. Oh man, and the fight I'm most excited to see on the whole card: Yuri Prohashka and Jamal Hill. Oh boy, I think the winner of this is probably gonna get the rematch, the light heavyweight, yeah, light heavyweight bout, rematch or contender contention. Yeah, because both guys are coming off a loss. I think Jamal's last loss was to Alex, and Yuri's last loss was to Alex also. So it's like Alex's children fighting for the right to fight him again. And I think they're trying to set up Alex against either Ankalaev or a super fight at heavyweight, or see if he can move up to heavyweight. Man, both these guys are good. Give me Yuri. Yeah, give me Yuri. I think he has more tools than Jamal. I think Jamal is like more fundamentally sound. I think Jamal has more aspects to his game, especially with wrestling. But I think Yuri, I think is going to be a little bit more unorthodox on the standing up. So he might be able to slip in a kick here and there, especially to the body. And then depending on his jujitsu, to see if that can stun or handle Jamal's wrestling. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Like I said, this another one is another 50-50 fight. This is a really, really close fight. Any guy could win here. But I'm a root for Yuri. If Jamal wins, hey, congrats to you. Congrats. We'll see you at the next event. Same thing with Kevin earlier. Hey, if you win, we'll see you at the next event. Don't get me wrong, you're in a 50-50 fight. I'm picking Yuri though. I'm picking Yuri. Oh boy. And for the last two, both championship fights. Starting off, Merab Devashvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Okay. I was not able to see Merab win against Sean O'Malley because I had the worst internet connection that night. I should have restarted my whole Wi-Fi, but I didn't. I only restarted my laptop and my Wi-Fi extender. It was, oh my god, it was a terrible night. But give me Umar. Give me Umar. Same reason why I'm gonna pick Islam in the main event, even though I want Arman to win in the main event. I just think the camp that they have is the best with Khabib, Demetrius Johnson. I just think these guys, dude, these Dagestanis, I just think they're on a whole other level right now than what the rest of the divisions are in. Don't get me wrong. I think Marab has a better chance against Umar because I think Marab camp is just as good. He's just as talented on the ground. I think he's probably better standing up. I think he's stronger of the two as well. He's a lot uh like thicker. He carries more mass, Marab. Um, and then with Islam and Arman, it's gonna be a fucking wrestling match. I don't think anybody has better wrestling than Islam, and they fought before, and Islam beat him by decision. Same thing. Like I don't think like both fights. I could see both going to decision. Um, I think somebody wins within the five rounds in Marab and Umar though. I think somebody does. But with Islam and Arman, I guess see that both those guys just rolling around for 5 rounds and Islam just takes it by decision. So yeah, it's just with the experience, with the preparation, with who they're working with. I'm just gonna have to lean Islam and Umar. But man, this is a great card. Great card. Like I mentioned, the UFC does not give a fuck. They're gonna have these fucking events. The fires are going on. They don't fucking care. They're gonna have this event in the Intuit Dome, in the Clippers Arena, in Inglewood, California. not too far from where I live. But yeah, should be a good event this Saturday. And you know what else is this Saturday? The fucking NFL playoffs, baby. Oh boy, let's go. NFL playoffs. The divisional round after last week. Man, I thought the Chargers were going to win. They let me down. They ruined my parlay. But the Texans, man, their defense showed up. I knew their defense was good. I didn't think it was going to be that good. Like 4 interceptions, and that was game. Ravens. That's the. I, I should have bet my entire house on the fucking Ravens on Saturday, man. I knew they were gonna fucking win. I knew Mister Unlimited was not was that Steelers offense was limited by Mister Unlimited. Oh boy, they just couldn't do shit. They could barely run the ball. They could barely throw the ball. Their defense, bend but don't break, dude. It broke. It broke. Derrick Henry, that long touchdown, smiling. Yeah. Hey, but luckily, my parlay came back to me because the Bills, man, I was a little nervous at first. I'm not gonna lie, a little nervous. Broncos came out swinging, but Buffalo took care of business. I knew they were gonna fucking win. It's just with the rookie quarterback on the road, it's hard to win with that, especially nowadays in this league. And with the Packers, man, I wish they could have kept it closer, and I wish they would have won, but those injuries are just way too much. And on the road, the Eagles' defense, how good they are, especially at home, yeah, the Eagles are just way too much. Hey, but the best game of the weekend, surprisingly, was the Commanders Buccaneers. I thought the Bucks were gonna win. Like, I'm not gonna lie, even before Evans was cooking Lattimore. Hey, my Saints won that Lattimore trade though. We fleeced the Commanders for that. But hey, the Commanders, they came up clutch at the end. Jaden Daniels, I'm so happy. They bounced the Buccaneers, told them to fuck off. They hit that doink field goal in. Oh my god, I was so happy when they won. I was so happy. I was so fucked up today too. I was crossfaded. I had knocked out during like the second quarter. But man, I'm so happy the Commanders came back. Take command. Go Redskins. And then the Rams. Yeah, I knew they were gonna. I figured it was gonna be a closer game than what it was. I thought it was gonna be like a 3 point, 7 point game. But true, the Rams made Sam Darnold look like he was seeing ghosts again. And I knew Darnold was not elite. This is his fourth team, like I mentioned. He wasn't this good on the Jets or the Panthers or the Niners, and he's only this good because the Vikings are that talented. Their defense is very good. They have Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson. They have a good running back. We'll see next year with McCarthy. Sorry, Vikings fans, but your season's over. Anyways, on to this week, the divisional round starting on Saturday. Oh my god, I cannot wait for Saturday. We're gonna have UFC and NFL. Perfect, just perfect. The perfect Saturday. Drinks. Oh boy. Anyways, Texans Chiefs at 1:30. Give me the Chiefs. The Saturday games, I am the most comfortable with saying the Chiefs and the Lions are going to win. Why do I say that? Well, the home field advantages with both teams are great. I think the Lions are probably going to blow out the Commanders. I'm not even going to lie. I think they have a rookie quarterback on the road against an experienced playoff team. I think the Texans are going to keep it a little bit closer than the Commanders will because of their defense and of the aspect that the Chiefs have not been playing that well offensively this year. It's been their defense that's been setting them up with good situations and keeping them in games, and low scoring games to be in fact. So yeah, but the Chiefs aspect of being at home, I hope. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hope the Texans win, but I would have to pick Chiefs and Lions here. Lions just because I think that they're playing the hottest right now, especially at home. They got a week off. The Commanders, they're cardiac kids. They've like their last like 5 games have come down to the last play. But yeah, the Commanders eventually that's just gonna run out, especially with the rookie quarterback. He's gonna make a mistake, and the Lions they're gonna run the fucking ball. So yeah, the even the Lions there and Chiefs, but hopefully the Texans can pull that one out. Oh boy. And Sunday. These are the games right here. These are the games that are truly 50-50. I have no idea who's going to win. But I'm going to have to pick. And if I have to pick, I got to pick the Rams because fuck the Eagles. I'm just kidding. There are some of the Eagles players I do not like, but a lot of the players I do like. I like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon. But there are some that I don't like, Garner Johnson, etc. And then we got Ravens Bills, where I like both teams, and I hope whoever wins here makes it to the Super Bowl. Man, with the Ravens Bills, about that. Here's the thing about that. I think it's gonna be really cold, and if it's really windy, I gotta go Buffalo. Just because they're gonna be at home, the elements are on their side. But if the Ravens can run the ball, and I think they're gonna be able to, yeah, I gotta go Ravens. I gotta go Ravens and Rams. Give me Ravens and Rams. I picked the two home teams on Saturday. I'm picking the two road teams on Sunday. I think the Rams offense is playing better than the Eagles offense, and their defenses are playing just as good, both of them. But give me the Rams, even on the road, even on the road, even on the road. And the Ravens and Bills. Here's why. I think I think the Bills always kind of come up short in the playoffs, and they didn't really do much over the years to address that, except they'll add a few names here on defense. They should have added a few names on offense, but I just haven't really felt that they've been able to get over the top. And granted, they did play earlier this year, and there could be a revenge factor going into that game with Buffalo. They're at home, elements on their side. Josh Allen playing MVP, but the thing is, I think Derrick Henry is going to be the difference in this game. I really do. Unless James Cook, plays phenomenally as well, I gotta go Ravens. I gotta go Ravens. I gotta go Ravens here. This is gonna be a great game, though. It's gonna be a great game. That one's another 50-50 toss up. I do not know who's gonna win. Like anybody could win. If you pick either one, I wouldn't say you're wrong. I would not say you're wrong. Same with Rams Eagles. I would not say you're wrong. But it is what it is. Well, that's probably wrap up this week's episode, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, all right? I'll see you guys next week with a new episode with everybody and their mom. Catch you next time. Bye.